I want to talk a little bit about the promotional end really quickly, specifically some of the visuals that you guys have been putting out. Um, Generally, what has kind of driven you guys to go for these new, music video aesthetics that you're going for, which are quite psychedelic, and some of the CGI figures that I don't know if this is intentional or not, but I don't know, they're kind of nightmarish. The figures that you guys have kind of put in the music videos, like they're subtly unsettling versions of yourselves. Obviously, I mean, did you mean for them to come across so odd?
I think going back to what Romeo was talking about, like just making art that sticks with people and moves you. And I feel like it doesn't always have to be like, what you're saying or how honest or real you're being in the music. It could be like an aesthetic thing or a mood or energy or vibe thing as well. So with the video, we wanted to do something that felt very like retro futuristic, where it's like hard for you to spot which era or like when it's from. Is this very right now, or is it the 90s, or like, what is it? And I think that's kind of what the vibe was of like some of the saturation videos too. We just want to like pull from that and push it even further, really.
And I mean, to kind of speak again to the nightmarishness of it, like, how did this concept of the Danny Brown monster come together? Like, what what exactly was, kind of the inception point of that idea? And then, I don't know, when you eventually had to pitch the idea to him, was he totally down with it at first?
Joby, you should talk about that.
I drank some milk. I'm allergic to milk. Basically, Dan. I don't know how to say his last name, but man,
My boy Dan came through and killed these videos.
Come on, dude. Dan's
fire.
Straight. That's him
and Jared, his last name.
Shout out Brain Machine. They fucking murdered it.
Snap.
And Cole as well.
Yeah, Dan, he held my hand the whole way. He's like, "Here's some milk. There's some blue dye in it. I got the vibe that you're the type to puke for the camera." He figured me out pretty quick. So I sat there, I chugged it, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have Danny Brown come out of your mouth." I was like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever heard." So we went for it. I threw up off camera quite a bit, like I said, dairy allergy. But it's cool, man. I think it came out really good. When I saw it, I couldn't believe my eyes. So I know exactly what you mean.
We also never met Danny till we shot the video too, and his energy was so amazing. It was like,
Anything
said, we was listening to him early on, so it was kind of surreal to be around somebody.
Very surreal.
Are there any more music videos coming out on the way for the new record? Do you guys still have more in the works?
There's gonna be one for When I Ball next week. It's an animated video. We won't be in it at all. And then we also want to do one for Don't Shoot Up the Party.
Last thing I want to ask before we get out of the music video. Yeah.
Well, also, sorry, a video for The Light directed by Joba.
Awesome.
Directorial debut.
Okay. Well, before I get off the topic, I wanted to ask you, you guys, what exactly caused you to go in the direction of like less music video, formal music video, and more like experimental art film for Count on Me? Let me know.
That video is so fire.
Yeah, it's insane. So, I mean, it could have just been like a regular music video, but instead it seems like it's kind of jarring in a good way, in an interesting way. I mean, what exactly was, I guess, the impetus for taking it in the direction that it ended up in?
I think for this album, we just want to see like how far can we really push the envelope when it comes to visuals and aesthetics and all that shit. So like, we just want to do something that would like genuinely excites us and moves us on the visual end of things. And Brockhampton's barely on that song too, so it was also let's just like let's flip it in a cool way and not have us in the video at all, and like just do something
that creative so much.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of the Lil Nas X inclusion in that video, and you know, knowing the various points over the course of Brockhampton that Ian's been very vocal about gay representation in rap. You know, since you've been kind of sounding the alarm on that, do you feel like that's improved, gotten any better, or still a long way to go at this point?
Definitely has improved, but I would love to just see more like rappers just rapping about it still and being more open and more vocal, because a lot of the times I struggle with wanting to say something in a song still, and I feel like if there was more representation, it would just be easier for me to lean into like expressing myself more, which is why I was so moved by the Montero video and everything Nas is doing, Lil Nas. But yeah.
I mean, speaking of the Montero video, I mean, personally, are you at all disappointed or jealous that Lil Nas is now seen as kind of like the figurehead of the gay agenda, as it were? Because I mean, when you guys came on the scene, I feel like that was kind of an open opportunity, and now it just sort of seems like the right wing is obsessed with him and hates him, and now he's the king of the gay agenda. I'm
mad jealous and mad inspired at the same time. Yeah.
I'm not hip to the agenda. Is there? Do you guys go to the meetings or anything? Are there notes? Are there bullet points? Or is it like, what's the next step?
I think Merlin's always there. Merlin's always showing up.
Yeah.
Do whatever. Merlin and Kieran, and sometimes Bari. Right, Bari?
Yep.
That's
Thank you very much for watching this interview clip over on TND Streams. To see the full interview, click on the video link next to my head or down below, or hit up the link to subscribe to the channel or see our Patreon page to support what we do and get some extra bonus monthly content in the process. Anthony Fantano, forever.